Welcome to part 27 of Final Fantasy VIII, and we're still breaking the law. However, unlike in floor 7 and 8, we're stuck at an impasse. And by impasse, I mean there's a gate blocking the stairway, meaning you have to go all the way around in floors 6 through 1 and floors, I believe 9 through 13. Which brings us to what happened as of late. Because we defeated Biggs and Wedge, now there's a full-on alert, meaning monsters will be appearing. And this is one of those monsters. Oh, by the way, the GF you're seeing right now is the brothers. I haven't showed those guys off yet. Sacred and Minotaur will be playing a game of rock, scissors, paper, which Sacred will lose all 3 rounds. Only for Sacred to be tossed into the air, breaking the platform that the enemy just so happens to be on. It's rather hilarious. And you know what? Once I get the brothers in a strong enough level, they'll actually do more damage to GMP 420, if I'm not mistaken. That's the name of the monster that the enemy that we're facing right now. Here's the thing also, this is another enemy that Quistis can actually learn a blue bullet from, or blue magic spell, because GMP 420 of them, okay, I think GMP 420 is the name, and we're just going to nickname it that. GMP 420 actually has micro missile, and micro missile will do heavy damage if you are not careful. It has a good chance of scoring a critical hit. Like all 5 missiles can actually do 1,000 damage. So with Zell and Selphie the way they are, they may just lose half of their life points. Quistis, on the other hand, well, how shall I put this? Quistis can actually die from that. And I wasn't kidding about the 1,000 point thing. Excuse me. It just dropped Quetzalcoatl straight to 1,000 in case you just missed it. Because I just sneezed. But yeah. Quetzalcoatl was dropped to 1,000. I'm gonna have to use a GF high potion on it before I continue. But most of the machinery here in the prison cell is pretty much weak to thunder. And that's provided that the shield that is weakening the effect of magic is gone. Let's see, what should I have Selphie's GF learn? I'm gonna have it learn Mad Rush. At least Selphie will have something until I actually increase Ifrit's strength. Anyway, let's go to items and let's heal our GF. And just in case something happens to my GF, I have GF returns. 12 of them, and I know how to use them. Now then. And if all else fails, a tent will work too. Because that too will heal your GFs. Anyway, wait, no. Go this way. We're gonna have to go, no, past me. Go the other way. Thank you. It took him a while to, it took him a while to dawn on him about the fact that you have to go around in floors 6 through 1 and floors 9 through 13. Yeah, there are 13 floors here, and each one has some sort of secret. Here, we can actually find a tent here, if I'm not mistaken. No, wait, no, I know what's in here. It's a pet. No, actually, it's actually a, no, I'm right. attend to our pet rename card, because that's what you may. That's one of the many prizes you may get from beating this guy in a card game. You're gonna need 500 gil in order to play the card games. There's two other prisoners there that needs one that needs 200 gil and one that needs 300 gil. Also, this particular prisoner, if you actually beat, well, that particular prisoner, sorry. Oh, right now we're facing a Wendigo. Before I continue on, this Wendigo also is weak to thunder, because it's sort of an earth base. I'm not sure. No, yeah, that's right. It's an earth base, and thunder is technically wind magic, to be honest. Well, at least Quetzalcoatl is. But yeah, Wendigos sometimes drop steel pipes as a rare drop. And carding Wendigos, they will actually have steel balls as well. Or no, steel orbs, sorry, not steel balls. Why did I say steel balls? I meant steel orbs. But yes, steel pipes are a rare drop from Wendigos. Now then, you can play card games with the prisoners. The prisoners will give you, like I said, the prisoners will give you random stuff, but here's the thing. If you beat the prisoners, among the many things they'll give you, well, this prisoner here, among the many things he'll give you, would probably be a strength up or a vitality up, which will give you a permanent boost to your vitality. And I really should have prayed the Ifrit card here, or at least the Sacred card here. It would have worked wonders for everything in this jail cell. Wow, that is real mean. This is gonna turn into a draw. I just know it. Yeah, see? Draw. Well, I wonder if I would have played like one of my summoning cards. Maybe, just maybe, I would have actually won something. Well, you can also card Wendigos as well, but you can't card guards. I also think you could card one of the GMP units here in this prison. Or both of them, whichever one comes first. Carding them may actually give you a chance against most of the prisoners. Now then, let's go back the way we came. Come on past me. Stop dicking around. Turn around. Turn around. Thank you. Now let's go back the way we came and go downstairs. Now, what's I was going to say? Oh yes. Most of the time, in this particular stage, you will more than likely have back attacks. Specifically on these units right here. The GMP units, though these particular GMP units aren't really that tough, even though they're all based off of Selfie's level, which is 22 if I'm not mistaken. Either way, you can, again, card these GMP units at any time. I'll probably show them off if I actually card one. No, wait, yeah, Selfie is at a level 22. And they got a steel orb. Alright, Quetzalcoatl knows a skill. Brothers knows a skill. Great. Now then, we're gonna go down another flight, and I do believe this next one is a tent, if I'm not mistaken. A tent should be here. If I could stop running into enemies. Oh, right. By the way, if you happen to run into just plain soldiers, they'll point out the actual obvious, that they found the seeds. Oh, and since they're all at a higher level now, it'll take more than one shot to kill them. And not only that, they'll actually use sleep, which you could actually draw off them. Like with Biggs and Wedge, but mostly Wedge. Now then, we got our tent here. Now we're gonna have to go around and let me check the GF abilities here before I continue though. Let's see, we've got that on 70 magic. I'll keep that there. I still got a lot more stuff to learn in order for me to actually finish off the brothers with their GFs. I just have to make sure that everybody has their abilities. Oh, and also, just in case, I made sure to keep Quistis with Move Finder, so I'll be able to find any stray moves that happen to be hidden in the D District prison. So far, so good. They're learning Mad Rush. I may have to learn Strength 40% later on. Let's go around the back. But so far, things are looking pretty good as far as leveling is concerned. Yeah, those may be primary GFs, but once you learn all the abilities from each and every GF, you could turn your characters into machines of destruction. I mean, Selfie just got finished dealing 700 damage to that Wendigo right there. I don't think I should use Berserk. I'll lose control of my character if I did. Alright, I caught me a Wendigo! Now that is awesome! I'll find out what exactly I can card mod him into later. Right now, we're at floor 3. Oh, and by the way, for anybody who don't know about where the Wendigo is, actually the Wendigo is an enemy that we can encounter. That is in Timber, but in the forest area. Oh, and we receive Pet House. I'm not too sure what Pet House is. I may have to look into that later. But there is one other reason why we're going below level. I remember saying that there was a certain thing with Zell's limit breakers that I wasn't too sure of. And I told you all, to quote me, that may have been the last time we actually, well, that Zell may not have something to increase his limit breaks. This is a place that proved me wrong. Not only because of the fact I just got a pet name tag, which I can use to rename Angelo. I also got a Strength Up over here as well, which again is a permanent strength upgrade to whoever you put it on, which right now will be Quistis since she is the weakest. I'm not putting that on Renoa. We're not playing her anytime soon. Anyway, what I was going to say is, there is an item that will increase the amount of limit break combos that Zell has. And that item is called Combat Key. Zell may not be able to use his final combination without the Combat Key, because it'll give him the move Dolphin Kick. And for those of you who's played Final Fantasy VII, you all know full well who has Dolphin Kick and how devastating it can be if you actually gave her the right equipment. In case you're wondering, I'm referring to Tifa. And since we've wrecked that thing, and it gives off a lot of... You're going to get a lot of AP points before you get a lot of experience points. Because most of these enemies that we have fought are enemies that we have yet to encounter, but at the same time, they're enemies that we have encountered that give off a lot of AP. So before you meet Squall, it would be in your best interest to level up all the AP on all of your moves before you meet up with Squall, so at least not only will your GFs will have all the moves they need, but at the same time you will be strong enough, if you do get enough levels, to keep up with Squall, because there is a certain area where we're gonna have to split up. And now I'm gonna go on ahead and save because I don't want anything to happen to me while I'm in the middle of playing this game, because Steam has been very buggy as of late. Not buggy as in like there's some sort of bugs or anything like that, but more on the lines of it tends to cut off and crash in the middle of important areas. And we're in floor 1, so this is where Combat King 1 is. It is in the second door in the district prison. So all we have to do is just read this, and Zell will eventually have Dolphin Blow. Now, there is one thing I want to mention. There is a lower level in this prison. However, it would be wise for you not to go any lower. Oh, and there's Dolphin Blow right there. And the reason why I said this is not a very good time for you to go any lower into the prison, because there are higher level monsters there. Not to mention, I do believe it's this prison is where you find Bahamut. Yeah, I am more than sure it's this prison is where you find Bahamut. I mean, people may quote me on that, or people may call me out on this, but more than likely, you will be fighting Bahamut at the very bottom of this prison. And if that's the case, I would suggest coming back until later, because Bahamut is at a higher level than you are, even with the highest level person on your team. And chances are you won't be able to go down there anyway. Of course, we just wrecked that robot. We're just gonna have to go upstairs a couple of more times. Oh, and by the way, there are the other two card players I forgot to mention that is in this prison cell. There is a second card player that is 300 gil. You're gonna have to actually beat him in order to get things like AP up, or rename tags, or anything of that matter. And other special abilities, like not special abilities, but what I was saying was other special items that are rare, which are hard to find or hard to buy at certain points. Now, there is one particular one that is 200 gil. He is the one that actually has a customized meter. Watch me actually make that. Watch me actually inaccurately talk about the prisoners. But no, I'm not saying that because I'm doing it on purpose. I'm saying that because I'm going based off of memory, and chances are I may have I may have mixed up the prisoners. And if so, I apologize in advance, but I do know one of the prisoners on the 10th floor is the one that gives you a customized meter. That meter is for to add more options to the battle meter to make it more to make it how should I put it, much more advantageous towards your characters. Like, for instance, they show well, actually I'm not too sure, because if I remember correctly, it should at least give you like 2 bars or something like that. I am not sure, but it does increase your battle meter to make things easier for you as far as or I think it just changes the color of the battle meter. Either way, I would suggest fighting that guy, because anything that could customize whatever you have is a good thing. And besides, there is a good chance while playing Triple Triad. Let's see what this there we go, Wendigo. And that's the card right there, so let's see what it mods into. As I was saying, there is a good chance in Triple Triad. Oh, it gives you 1 steel orb. Boo. Anyway, there's a good chance that there is one particular card. I'm pretty sure it's a monster known as Elnoil or something like that. It starts with an E, but chances are one of these prisoners have a high percentage of dropping one. And by high percentage, I mean 10, because it's a very rare card. But it's better than everybody else. Well, not really better than Zell's mom, but it's better than just about everybody else on the field. Because if you find that particular card and harvest about 100 of them, so yeah, you're going to be there for a while, you can harvest up to 4 energy crystals. And if you have weapons mod or something like that, wait, I've got tool mod, that's what it is. If you have tool mod, you can shape those into plasma bullets, which can be used towards getting the Lion Heart. But we're almost done here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm only saving just again so the game doesn't crash on me while I'm in the midst of trying to proceed on with plot. So that's another. So as I was saying, that was another reason for you to play, because that particular rare card will draw you closer into getting the Lion Heart. I already have Minotaur, which if you card mod Minotaur's card, he will give you 10 adamantites. Now all we basically need is like 4 Dragon's Fang and those particular cards. I think there was something else too that we were missing. I'm not quite sure, but I think there was something else we were missing. Whatever the case. Oh, there's a draw point here. Cool. Berserk, I don't need it. But as I was saying, there was something else I was missing. I can't quite put my finger on it when it comes down to the Lionheart. But whatever the case, I do believe we are on floor 10. Yes, this is where the convict is that we're going to have to play cards with for the customized battle meter. Provided they'll allow me to battle him. Chances are that I won't be able to battle him because I battled the guy on the bottom floors. I hope it's not one of those things. Anyway, let's keep going and let's see what's in here. There's the guy. He's not playing. He's not playing. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh well. Let's go kill. Oh, really? Critical hit? You would do that. And dead. Gone. Had enough. So let's see. We've got Selfie at 23. I got a windmill. That's nice. And I've got Zell and Quistis at 18. The only person that needs to catch up in level, everybody has to catch up in level with Squall, but the only person that literally needs to catch up in level would probably be Renoa, since she's at level 12. And it's going to come to a point where it's going to be only her and 2 other teammates to play as. So I would recommend doing something about that. But for the time being, I am going to save, because in the next episode, we're going to finish up our stay here in the Galbadia prison. But for the time being, I am going to grind off screen. This is RVman, not